Hello, everybody. It's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This will be the final time I'll be making a video on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, also known as TCM, and also known as TCSM, which was only called that by hipsters and dweebs. Oh, and Wes. My TCM journey began back in 1997. I was 9 years old, and while scrolling through the channels, I stumbled across the TV Guide channel, looking for something to watch. As the ticker scrolled through, an R-rated film came across called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And as a 9-year-old who had never been allowed to watch R-rated films, I knew this was the first time I had to sneak and rebel against my mother's wishes. My love for horror began that day. Fast forward 24 years. It's now 2021. Gun Interactive officially announces the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. As someone who had over 2,000 hours in Friday the 13th, I was immediately intrigued with how they were going to follow up the success of F-13. 10 months go by, and we finally get the release of Petals, an interactive experience revealing Maria Flores, Johnny, and Sissy Slaughter. I was hooked. No pun intended. Y'all see what I did there? Like, for real? All right, never mind. In the next coming months, leading up to the tech test, I was dedicated to become one of the top content creators for TCM. Studying the attributes, making predictions, and eagerly waiting to explore the metagame and load up and launch the tech test. Fast forward to May 25th, 2023. The tech test has arrived, and my life as a content creator is forever changed. As someone who only had 200 YouTube subscribers leading up to the launch of TCM, you could say that I was technically a failing content creator, needing a big break. Launch day, August 18th, 2023. The beginning of me becoming, quote, the TCM build guy on YouTube, coined by everybody. The cook build that everybody uses, you know, security pins, serrated, scout. Yeah, that was me. Among the countless hundreds of other builds we created within the metagame for you all. The cook lock exploit glitch, your boy. Bubba barrier swing tech, your boy. So on and so forth. Anyways, for the next almost 2 years leading up to today, we became one of the most watched TCM streamers on Twitch and YouTube. Also, one of the top 5 most consistent TCM content uploaders on YouTube. Over 3,200 hours, 11,000 kills, 600 4Ks, and 3,000 escapes. I made it a point to be the best I could at both sides of the game. The best I could be for you, to make sure I'm bringing you unbiased content for each side. And I believe I accomplished that. We accomplished that, all while having to endure the extreme incompetence and lack of communication from Gun. Unbalanced, buggy gameplay, an extremely toxic community, and the constant ghosting with the devs forgetting their Twitter password for multiple weeks while on vacation. Let's not forget to mention the anniversary update. Need I say more? Oh yeah, I do. I do have to say more. Also dealing with no level cap increase, and the biggest bonehead move in TCM history, which was implementing Rush Week and forever splitting the already dire and hurting player base. Fast forward to May 13th, 2025. The sunset announcement. Not even 2 years into its lifespan. The dreaded news of peer-to-peer matchmaking implementation coming soon truly was a devastating day. As someone who dedicated his time to make over 1,200 YouTube videos on TCM, yes, 1,200, garner now over 8,000 subscribers, with over 2.5 million accumulated views, it truly felt like it was all for nothing. But I understand that it wasn't all for nothing. I got to meet you guys, play with you guys, talk with you guys. The countless hours of entertainment over the last 2 years has been something that I will never forget. And I'm forever grateful that you tagged along with me. Thank you all for being here along this journey, through the laughter, through the tears, through the carnage. I'm eternally grateful for you all. Because of you, I've continued to stay on the path of content creation and not give up just because Gun gave up. I will continue to grow. I will. I know I will. Whether that be in games that we're not used to seeing on the channel, or the continuation of horror asymmetrical with Dead by Daylight and the upcoming summer camp game. Who knows where the future takes us, but I truly hope that you guys will be along for the ride. And now, I believe it's only fair that we give flowers where flowers are due. To my community who helped carve what I am today. These are the people that stood out above the rest. And to the content creators who kept this game alive despite Gun's atrocious communication skills and extreme selfishness. If I forget to mention anyone, please remember that thousands of you have been a part of this, and I'm only human, so I do apologize. I tried my best to create a list of everybody that helped me along the way and everybody that helped us along the way as in a TCM community. We're going to start with my community. The names I'm about to list are the people that have been here since the beginning, have only been here a short time, but have shown the utmost respect and dedication of what it takes to be a part of this family. In no particular order, my community. The Big Wet. My very first subscriber. Pretty funny story about the Big Wet. My very first subscriber even subscribed before my wife did. Mrs. Mamba sold. Dan, EXC14. Where do I begin with Dan? The man has donated over 1,000 United States dollars to the channel. Over 500 gifted subs. countless donations to the PayPal account to help support while I was injured with my arm and was only making 60% of my paycheck due to workers' comp laws. He truly saved our home, and myself and Mrs. Mamba included, couldn't be more grateful for your friendship. Thank you, Dan. Jaegerbomb, the homie Jaeger. This man stole more 4Ks from me than anybody I ever played with, chat. So even though I'm giving Jaeger a shout out here on the video, we gotta roast him in the comments. Love you, bro. Thanks for playing with me, man. Retro. Ahmad, one of the homies, plays multiple games with me off stream still to this day in other venues. Marvel Rivals, Frag Punk. We've been homies since Evil Dead the game, and I hope we continue that. To Ali, my other mod, my head moderator. Thank you for being a very kind woman in every aspect. Thanks for showing me the ropes of DBD. And thanks for joining and tuning in to every single stream ever that I did. To the homie Groovy Hotshot. Groovy was here from the beginning as well. The good old Evil Dead the game days. We appreciate you, Groovy. Thank you. The homie Red Rum 420, my real life friend, Trevor, who has been playing with Jaegerbomb and I the last multiple weeks that you guys have seen on TCM streams. Dude's a stud, and he not only is my real life friend, but he also has made multiple donations to the channel and also bought me a real life action figure of Leatherface. Bourbon Drinking Man, same scenario. The homie, multiple donations. Couldn't be more grateful for you as well, bro. Blackadder, again, multiple donations, gifts. The dude also just gifted me RoboCop, as you guys watched that as well. We also won top 128 in the world of our last Marvel Rivals tournament. Big shout out to Blackadder. Jalessio, we miss you, buddy. B-Boy Spark. B-Boy Spark is in second place to Dan of the most money gifted to the channel. Thank you for your generous donations, not only to myself, but to the community. We appreciate you. Kevin Graves. Kevin Graves stops by every stream, says what up. Kevin Graves has been a subscriber for almost 2 years. Thank you, Kevin. Winkle Wonka, the homie. Thank you again for your generosity as well. Randomly found each other. Really cool guy. And again, the sheer amount that you have donated as well has been so helpful in these tough times that we had when we were out of work. Start listing some names off here. To the homies German Shepherd, Chubb, Sebastian the Man, Damien Maffei, How's Life, Fam? Cheesy Llama, Michael Jackson album mixes, Rock Paladin, Dan Joker, Christopher Tupo, Primetime Ezzy, Marisol, Lex Carter, Nancy, and I Heart Gilfs. You all stood out to me as people that have been extremely supportive And I honestly am severely grateful for that because even though everything is so hunky dory on camera, behind the scenes, it's been rough mentally dealing with everything that came with creating content for TCM. And I appreciate you for making that a little bit easier on us. I appreciate that. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and mention the content creators that I feel deserved a big shout out from not only me, but Gun and the ones that never got it. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the Community Hub post where they shouted out a bunch of Dead by Daylight streamers that played their game for 5 minutes and never picked it back up, while the community who was here every day through thick and thin was treated like absolute dog shit. And we had no shout out, no love, no sharing of the channels, spreading the wealth as you would, which honestly is quite disgusting considering what you see these other developers do for their content creators. Dead by Daylight, for example, behavior puts creators, their own creators' skins in the game. Ilphonic shares content creators' videos on their Twitter account almost daily. It truly was a slap in the face to a lot of us. And this is where I believe that we need justice. We need to have justice for that. So again, the content creators that I'm going to talk about are in no particular order. They're just the ones that came to mind. Starting off with the boys, Slash and Cast, Riley and Nick. Of course, one of the most prolific horror game streamers and horror news channels on YouTube. They deserve every bit of recognition from Gun. I mean, for fuck's sake, they were even at the launch party. And they still never got jack. It's shameful. To the homie Nick Nasty. You guys know the deal. Nick Nasty YouTube. I'm always in his streams. The kid is a damn good kid, respectable, and a great player. Plain and simple. He deserved recognition, and we never got it. The homie, Mel Too Solid. Mel Too Solid single-handedly held down Twitch in the TCM category daily and nightly. Mel Too Solid's community was so tough, so hard, pause, as you will, if you know what I'm talking about. Just a awesome group of individuals. The dude was a beast on Bubba, an incredible entertainer. Shout out Mel Too Solid. And I want to touch base on one more thing while we're talking about Mel. Mel and myself and multiple other content creators at one point dealt with a bunch of hackers impersonating us by playing on PC and hacking, but using our channel names as their names, in which caused severe issues to the brands. People coming in to Mel's stream calling him a cheater. People coming into my stream and recording videos about me being quote unquote a cheater. Multiple other content creators as well, which wasn't the case. It was just a piece of shit hacker impersonating. This could have easily been debunked and solved by Gun Interactive if they made a fucking tweet about it. A simple tweet. saying, hey, just so you guys are aware, there's a bunch of hackers impersonating our wonderful, awesome content creators. Don't believe everything you see. It would have taken a grand total of 10 fucking seconds to write. Did Gunn ever so much bat an eye? No. Truly, truly the most selfish, incompetent, unaware dev team I think I've ever seen. Moving on. House of G. You guys already know, man, the tournament god. House of G put on and hosted the very first TCM tournament with a large cash prize that we even participated in. I got smoked, man, but it's all good. House of G not only was the tournament guy creator, the tournament founder, but he also was hysterical. Great content creator. Thank you, House. XX_Alucard. A man who constantly gets shit on by the community with no reason to shit on this man. The dude puts in the work and has no filter. Like myself, I absolutely love his takes. Regardless of the scenario, he's got the balls to call out the devs when 99% don't. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Since the Evil Dead days as well, for me, for Alucard. Arctic. You guys know, love Arctic. Arctic, the creator of the goddamn Blood Build and the Trap Grandpa Strat. Regardless of what a lot of people think and say and do, there is always going to be that point that Arctic helped pave the way for TCM content creation. The kid is undeniably huge. Again, major pause. Mitty. Once again, another TCM content creator that started in the Evil Dead world for me. Just awesome takes, great builds, great energy. A. James. The best thumbnails on YouTube. Man, what a guy. Caliber. Legendary. Dingus Crusader. Continuing on, another content creator who truly did not have a filter, which I truly enjoyed. Evans Tacos. One of the most humble and nicest TCM content creators. He's on par with Nick of just being probably the least toxic out of all of us. Shout out Evans. Sarah Myers, the Johnny Queen. Sarah, thank you for your hospitality that you've always shown me and my community. And thank you for also creating awesome YouTube videos in helpful, tasteful ways. Littlefoot recruited me to be on his tournament team as Bubba. And before he retired from streaming, he was a hoot. It was awesome to watch and a lot of fun. Thank you for taking me in. Two people that I have recently discovered. Anthony on YouTube. I believe it's Anthony. Has truly made some great content. Awesome thumbnails as well. but good takes and a newer perspective for me of somebody that I just recently discovered, knowing that he has a pretty large following for TCM stuff. I'm sad that I found him so late into TCM's lifespan. And that same goes for Raven. She, man, what a great channel. Very calming, relaxing. It's almost ASMR to me, which I truly enjoy a perspective of a little bit quieter style of content creation when most of us are off the wall crazy. So big shout out to Anthony and Raven. We got two more that came to mind, and one of them is Jeff D96 TV. Jeff D, the king of the one-liners since Evil Dead days for me, also created a lot of TCM content and played alongside me as well. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for doing your due service, your diligent service. And Fright Night Gaming, the boys, who are now rebranded into Fright Night Flicks, where they're doing movie reviews now instead of gaming stuff. But we're going to call them Fright Night Gaming in this video. Thank you. Thank you. And if I forgot to mention anyone once again, I apologize. This video was truly hard for me to make. Trying to hold back tears the entire time that I wrote this script. In conclusion, at the end of the day, despite the incompetence to successfully run a live service online multiplayer game with longevity, Sumo Nottingham and Gunn created one of the greatest ASIM games ever. I'm truly forever grateful and thankful for TCM. I'm going to miss this shit severely. This sucks, man. It truly does. But for one last time, I gotta do it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink, 'cause I'm T-Pain. You know me. Convict music, nappy boy, hooey. I know the club. Close at 3. What's the chances of you rolling with me? Back to the crib. Show you how I live. Let's get drunk, forget what we did. I'ma buy you a drink. And I'ma take you home with me, 'cause I got money in the bank. Shawty, what you think about that? I'll be in the gray Cadillac. Be in the bed like ooh, 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 ooh. We in the bed like ooh. I did that without auto-tune this time. And last but not least, again, y'all, show me the fucking boots. WEEZYFMAMBA, signing off. Over and out.